Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor hay quien haya querido regalarle una estrella. Por amor fue una vez al Calvario con una cruz a cuesta. Aquel
So, well, I guess for not having to repeat ourselves, I guess we just wait.
Rosa, bendiciones.
Rosa, Rosa, Rosa.
All right, refresh. Let's try again.
Nelson, can you hear us? Nelson's on. Nelson, can you hear us? Rosa,
Rosa,
¿tú puedes escuchar?
no se escucha.
Can you hear what we're saying? Yeah, okay, we're coming on. All right, they can hear us. Turn up your volume. So yeah, I went to see my doctor. Everything checked out fine. You know, they're gonna have me go to do my nuclear stress test. I had that before my bariatric surgery, so they have me. They want me to keep going, just to make sure everything is okay. And then on Saturday, I get a nice little gift from my grandson. The stomach flu that he had.
Ooh.
It kicked everybody's ass in my house.
Really? Did you lose weight?
I didn't lose weight, but I lost some sleep.
Okay.
I lost appetite, but it was, bro, that's the worst feeling. I hate being sick, and I don't get sick.
Right.
You know, and what's up, Nelson? And it was terrible, but it went away quick.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Monday morning, I felt great. I told my daughter, listen, you might have to take Uber by yourself. Matter of fact, no. She didn't go to work on Monday. Mm. I was still feeling a little wishy-washy on Monday. Right. So Tuesday, 100%. Yesterday, 100%, no problem, no dizziness, no diarrhea, no fever, nada.
Right.
So I'm fine now.
Okay.
Anyway, how was your weekend, bro?
It was good. It was good. Weekend, I'm still kind of on a high. You know, I had an amazing show.
Sigue. Cheap up.
Not that kind of high. We actually had a concert this past Friday. Allison Briggs headlined at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Awesome.
And me and Marlene were part of her 15-piece orchestra.
15 pieces, wow.
15 pieces. And we both got to sing a song there, and we did some backup vocals for her. And it was an amazing night, Nice. It was it's called the Revival of Salsa in New York City.
Awesome.
Salsa Night Live, and then we're booked to do this again March 10th, and then again April 21st.
Okay, so that means after that, you'll be headlining then.
I hope so.
Because that's what's going to have to happen.
I hope so.
Hurry up. Okay? You heard it from me. So
Nelson, welcome, Rosa.
Vamos a hacer lo que vamos a hacer.
¿Cómo están? Anyway, it was a great night. J.I. Star was there. Glad to
I haven't
have
heard
met
that
him.
name in
Yeah,
years
it
since the
was
last
fun.
time I was in the business.
It was fun. J.R. was there, and it was
Awesome.
Tony Bonilla, DJ Tony Bonilla's birthday. So we
Happy
sang.
belated birthday.
Yes, we bought a cake on stage for him and sang happy
Nice.
birthday. It was incredible.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm glad.
Incredible. So,
I'm
guys,
glad.
if you want to come by next time, is March 10th in 2 weeks. Or is it 3 weeks?
2 weeks, basically
In
2
2
weeks.
weeks, yeah.
What's today? The 22nd?
Today's the 22nd, yeah.
And February has 28 days, so
Yeah.
about a little more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just March 10th. Mark it
Yeah.
down on your calendar.
So come through. Anyway, so yeah. So
Yeah, that's gonna
what
be fun.
happened.
That's gonna be fun, especially when I go there and the headline is gonna see on the marquee, Javier Lewis,
Ah, yes, Sigue, thank you.
el salsero de los salseros.
That's funny.
That's right.
Bueno, mi gente.
You know me, I'm your biggest advocate, bro.
Thank you. Maybe you should be my road manager.
Hey, bro. Yo, you just hired me, bro.
Road manager.
Págame lo que quiera.
Roadie.
Vámonos, vámonos.
All right. Anyway, yeah, check us out March 10th.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
Cool.
What are we talking about today? You want
Okay.
to talk about the weather a little bit?
Well, give me a second. I wanna plug my brother Nelson.
Okay, let's talk about Nelson.
Nelson is like I said the last time we were on, he's doing his first marathon in November, the New York City Marathon. But before that, in September, he just told me earlier, yesterday or today, that he's doing an Ironman out of Long Island. Now, this consists of 1.2 mile swim. I believe it's in the Long Island Sound. I don't think it's in the ocean, but I'm not sure. And after that, I think it's a 56-mile bike ride.
Wow.
And then after that, the 13.1 mile run. And this is all timed. So this is like time trials and stuff like that. And I know he's going to do it.
Yeah.
He's going to get down. And Nelson's come a long way, man. He's come a long way.
You gotta have really good stamina for that.
Stamina and fortitude and wanting to do it. Because people look at me, oh, yeah, you look at all these runners, they're going to motivate you. Listen, bro, I don't even run for the bathroom. I'll ride bike. I'll ride bike.
Right.
But other than that, and I just got a new bike.
Okay.
Nelson was gracious enough to give me his old bike. He bought a new one
Right.
for this, not particularly for this event, but, he bought a new bike that he needed one, and he
Okay.
gave me the old one.
Okay.
So I don't have to spend the money that I practically didn't have.
Right.
And that works out. And we're going to start riding again. And also one of the things, I gained like 20 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah, my doctor told me, you gained 20 pounds, fat ass. So I know that. But it'll come off once I start riding again and getting back into the swing of things and stuff like that. And they go out, my brother and his friend Louis go out and do 20, 30, 40, 50 miles.
Yeah.
They did 100 miles last year, but I couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do it, but I didn't have a bike.
that's awesome.
And so, yeah.
Oh,
Big ups to Nelson.
Congratulations, Nelson. That's commitment, man.
Yes,
That's-
it is. Yes, it is.
That's not easy.
Either
at
commitment
all.
or you should be committed. But I'm proud of him. Man. It's my brother.
Yeah, good for you, Nelson. Good for you. Let's talk about. We have a couple of things we want to talk about. Let's talk about Raquel Welch.
Okay.
Raquel Welch, 82 years old, passed away a few days ago.
A few days ago, yeah.
And I was reading up on her bio. She started her career, I believe, 1960.
60s.
She was born in 1940.
I believe, yeah, probably. I would say that, yeah.
Yeah, she was born in 1940, and she had to change when she was signed to, was it MGM Studios in 1960, I believe.
20th Century Fox.
20th Century Fox.
Right.
They had to change her name because they wanted to Americanize her,
Exactly.
right? And but with that, she never lost her identity. She never denied
Who she was.
who she was.
Exactly.
Right?
And back then, you had to change your name.
Yeah.
Because
because
how
it's the 60s.
Of course.
And Hispanics was not something you really big in Hollywood.
Right.
They
And
didn't
if they did,
they
they'll
didn't
get
even want to hear it.
stigmatized as
Right.
the janitor, the
Right.
cleaning lady, the thug,
Right.
the drug dealer,
Right.
and stuff like that. But she,
Right. So here's the thing. Because she changed her name, she was able to land more movies. And they're saying that if she wouldn't have changed her name, okay, what is her original name, first of all?
I saw it here. Let me see.
Jo Raquel Tejada.
Tejada, yeah.
Tejada. They said if she would not have changed her name, that she would have basically had a career more or less like Rita Moreno. But I think that's kind of like downplaying Rita's career because Rita was amazing.
See, but you know what it was? No,
But they're saying that she played supporting roles in her career, Rita Moreno.
that also.
Raquel
But
Welch
what I think
didn't.
gave her that big jump was West Side Story.
West Side Story, who she won an Oscar for.
Exactly, and that's what propelled her to not have to change her last name, or
Right.
name, or stuff like that. You know?
Right. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, we're good? Okay. So, yeah, so she passed away. She was a bombshell for all her
Oh,
life.
absolutely,
She was a
man.
sex symbol.
Even when she was in her 80s.
You would have done her, right?
Mira, producer man, dame una correa. Alguien está buscando una
Somebody's
pela.
acting up. Anyway, so a little bit about her. Jo Raquel Tejada was born in Chicago in 1940. Her father, Armando Tejada, was a Bolivian-born aeronautics engineer, while her American mother could trace her roots back to the Mayflower.
Wow.
So, she on a combination right there.
So we could blame her for the atrocities, right?
Right. And so she lived, where was it? In California, right? La Jolla, California. But her father made sure that they didn't live in a predominantly Latino
Right.
neighborhood. He was kind of ashamed of what they had to go through as Latinos here in the United States.
Yeah, and that basically the bottom line is sucks.
Right.
Because you have to deny yourself in order to
Right. You had to kind of whitewash yourself and play into
Basically.
the system.
basically.
And so he sheltered her from that, but she never lost her identity.
Right.
And so
Thank you, Rosa. Congratulations to my brother.
yes, Rosa, thank you. So he's saying in a way he didn't have a choice. There was a sense of shame on his part of the confusion and the prejudice around against Latinos. Miss Welch said in 2002, the New York Times reviews, she suffered a great deal. I suffered some of my suffering. I suffered some. My suffering is more of a kind of psychological feeling of not knowing who I am.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know.
I'm that's got to weigh on you.
Especially in that era.
In that era,
now,
yeah.
Today, if you whitewash yourself and you don't embrace your identity, it's got nothing to do.
That's a
because
problem.
We
That's-
fought.
that's on you.
Our people fought
Yeah.
for us to be where
I
we're
mean,
at today.
we still have a stigma to an extent, but not as bad as because look at all these actors and actresses.
Right. Yeah, but there's stigma, and then there's you selling out.
Yeah, okay.
You know? And we know one or two people who don't want to embrace their Latinidad.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't
So-
want to say nothing, but she's a famous letter turner. I don't know if you can guess that with that little clue there, but
A letter turner.
recently, from what I heard recently, she started to embrace it, but a lot of people saying, "Yo, sorry, honey, day late, dollar short,
Yeah.
dollar something
Yeah.
like that."
Yeah.
But it is what it is. If you don't, I mean, I'm not gonna bash you
Right.
because those are the demons you have to live with.
Right.
And but also don't when you see the Latino culture becoming popular and stuff like that, don't try to start delving into it.
Right. Right.
Stay out of it.
Stay out of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have done that.
Oh, of course.
You know,
they're
try
jumping
to-
on the bandwagon.
Right, right. So here in real life, Welch also became what Hollywood Reporter termed an unlikely heroine in the fight for actors' rights. So
She was an advocate, yeah.
She was an advocate when she successfully sued MGM Studios for breach of contract in 1981, and she
What's it?
won.
The book, War Against Puerto Rico. This is
Yeah,
a must. Yeah,
right.
absolutely. We keep talking about
Right.
it. The war in Puerto Rico.
She won the lawsuit.
Yes.
$10 million against MGM. Why? Because she was already contracted to play a role in a movie. What happened? They dropped her and found another woman 15 years younger than her to play the role,
And they didn't think that she was going to fight back.
especially a woman and a Latina.
Or like, be glad that we gave you little tidbits
Right.
that we gave you. No. See, she was a strong woman.
Right. So she
I
fought
applaud
and she
her.
won. And that gave that she basically became an advocate for the actors,
Absolutely.
especially actors of color. You know,
And
women.
back in that era, That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
But then again, she already had the name,
Mhm.
and everybody knew her already.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, oh, she's Latina. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, because she's already been established.
Right.
So it's not like she never denied it.
Right.
People who are
Right.
close to her and people who watched the movies and stuff
Right.
like that, or even bothered to do any type of research,
Mhm.
knew that she was Latina.
Yeah, yeah. And so, again, they try to compare her career to Rita's or somewhat, but then Rita got the EGOT. She got the Oscar, the Emmy, the
First
the
one,
Emmy.
first, what is it? She was the first woman to ever do it, and first Latina also.
Listen,
She's phenomenal.
she
She's
is.
amazing. She's amazing.
She is. So,
And she don't take no crap.
nope. She earned her
Oh,
place
absolutely.
at the table.
Absolutely. She
So
earned
did
that
Raquel
place.
Welch. She earned her place at the table.
They all did. They all
you
did.
know? So may she rest in peace. My condolences to to Raquel's family and friends. Yeah.
Yeah. And leading into that, let's go have a couple here of some Latinos who you didn't know were Latinos and who had to change their name because the
Because
obvious
of
reasons.
mainstream, yeah, you have to.
Now,
Yeah,
there was an actress
yeah,
named Anita Page. This is from way back then. She's
Yeah.
born in 1910, passed away in 2008. That's almost 100 years old.
right.
She was Latina. She was one of the biggest stars in old Hollywood, born Anita Evelyn Pomares.
Okay,
Although credited as being from El Salvador, since her father was a consul of the country, both her parental grandparents appear to have been born in Cuba, of
Okay.
Spanish descent, of Spanish origin rather.
Right.
And it's also that she's Venezuelan and it goes blonde-haired, blue-eyed, who received over 10,000 fan letters a week.
that's a lot.
That's a lot. And she
Did
was.
she read them all?
Huh?
Did she read them all?
I don't know. I'd have to ask her when I get up there. Well, I don't even know I'm going
Give her
up
a
there,
call.
but and we all know about Anthony Quinn.
Yeah,
He never denied his Mexican heritage anyway.
yeah.
Manolo from
Manolo, yeah,
Scarface.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He had to change his name to Stephen Bauer. And this is kind of an interesting story. He goes, you recognize him as Manny Rivera.
Right.
Not Rivera, but Rivera.
Ribera, yeah.
In Scarface. Or as Joe Peña in Que Pasa USA and stuff like that.
Right.
He goes, Stephen Bauer was born Esteban Ernesto Echevarria Sampson. Yeah, that's what I say. And the Cuban actor, he played Cuban roles in this film and television show. He felt the pressure to change his name.
Right.
First to Rocky Echevarria.
Right.
He goes then to Stephen Bauer. He explained his decision in an interview with Christina Puga.
Right.
He goes, this is his quote. When I was starting out as an actor, it was a very small and restricted area for anyone of foreign names. Hollywood was famous for having people change the identities. And when he started, Latinos were not counted. Rocky was a gimmicky name.
Right.
When I became an adult, I didn't feel real, and no one could pronounce Echevarria anyway.
Right.
So 30 years later, people can attempt it, but it's not Garcia or Perez. It was my father's idea to use his mother's German side, which is Bauer,
Right.
in the early days, and it also eliminated problems of he's Latino.
Right.
You know.
Welcome, Melissa Carmen. Welcome.
Now this is a surprising one. You remember the show Growing Pains?
Yes.
The mother, Joanna Kearns.
Yeah.
She's Latina.
I didn't know that.
I did notice. He goes, she's Latina. She was the Mexican father and Irish mother.
Okay.
You know, and it doesn't give an explanation. Just a little tidbit here.
Right.
He goes, she's Joanna Kearns, Latina also,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
would never guess it because they
Yeah.
look white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They look completely white.
yeah.
You know, and
Well, I mean, in America, especially with Latinos, in the entertainment business, we tend to kind of not whitewash but Americanize our names to make it so it could flow better and kind of cross over to other cultures or other.
well,
you know what I'm saying?
sometimes they do it for business reasons.
Yeah.
Like Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars,
For
he's Puerto
instance.
Rican.
He didn't want to, because he came out in the era of the Iglesias' son. What's his
Yeah.
name? His first
Enrique?
name, Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
And Ricky Martin and stuff like that. So he didn't want to be stigmatized as that.
Right.
So he gave himself to Bruno Mars.
Right.
He never denied Latino culture.
Right.
You know, but Ricky Mars and that's what you get.
Who's dying? My phone. Oh no, this is my tablet. Yeah, I mean, and like example, you just said Ricky Martin. I
Yeah.
have his original name is Enrique Martin Morales.
Yes.
That's his
Enrique
original
Martin Morales.
Martin Morales and Mark Anthony. His original name is Marco Antonio Muñiz,
Franco Antonio Muñiz, yeah.
right? Tito
But-
Nieves, Humberto.
Humberto, yeah. But the thing is, well, Humberto, sometimes they call Humberto Tito.
Tito, right?
So that's a short.
Right.
Now, with Mark Anthony's name, remember, there was already a Marco Antonio Muñiz.
Yes, there was.
Already an established artist.
Right.
A big artist.
Right.
So he basically had no choice but to
Right.
give it that name.
Right,
But he never denied.
right.
His, of course, as you can
Right,
see,
right,
big salsero,
right, right.
he never denied his Latin heritage.
right.
But he changed it to Mark Anthony, and that stuck. And,
Right.
you know,
Right. Which is one of the reasons I changed my last name, because my government name is Javier Ruiz.
Right.
But you had Frankie Ruiz, you had Ray Ruiz.
Right.
You had a lot of Ruizes in
Yes,
the market.
yes.
So I switched it over to Javier Ruiz,
see,
and
but
it
the
has a
thing
nice
is,
flow.
but it's not that you're denying anything
Oh, no, I'm not denying anything. No.
because you're a salsero,
Right,
and you never denied that you're
Right.
Latino,
Right.
and of course a proud Puerto Rican.
right, of course.
You know, but some people do it, you know, for whatever reason they do it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you deny it.
And it's very
You just got to
interesting
deal with yourself.
how Latinos usually have really long names,
Tell me
and
about
they
it.
shorten it.
A
like
lot of them.
Celia Cruz was.
Oh my God, that's like 2 pages.
Yeah, her name is Úrsula Hilaria Celia de la Caridad Cruz Alfonso de la Santísima Trinidad, and she was born in Havana, Cuba, 1925.
Hut. What? That's like a hut, man. It's
All
like,
right.
No. By the time you get to the last part of the name, you forgot her first name.
That's a long name.
Celia's the best, though, man.
I
She
love
was the best.
Celia.
She was the best.
I love Celia. Anyway, and La India, you know what her original name was?
Oh man,
Linda
Linda.
Viera Caballero.
Linda Caballero. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think in La India, her grandmother gave her that name. Always called her India.
Okay, well, yeah, her color.
Her color, yeah.
Yeah,
And the hair.
exactly.
Bueno.
She was called Spider when she was in freestyle with
Spider? Was she?
Oh God, what's the guy's name?
Little Louis Vega?
No, Maria. Have you ever heard
I
Maria?
forgot. Yeah.
That group. Oh my
TK?
God. TKA.
Oh.
She was with TKA in the beginning. Yeah, that was Spider. Thank you, Raphael G.
You know, it's so funny that I didn't realize how short she was until I seen her.
What?
India?
India.
Is she?
Because in the one album, she looks like kind of skinny, tall on the photo. And
That's
then I
the
met
magic of
her.
photos.
Yeah.
She was short and fat.
She was.
She was thick.
Janita.
Yeah, she was
Thick.
Jenny.
That's a
Janita.
good word. Thick.
She was.
Carmen, what's up, girlie? That's our Pennsylvania connection over there.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, people change it for.
Hey, guys,
good
what's going on,
reason.
girl?
Gotham's
Reynaldo! What's going on, Papa?
Welcome.
So, yeah, let's lead into Celia now.
Yeah, let's talk about
Because
Celia.
she's the.
We're going to continue about Celia.
Of course.
Yeah,
we
go
got
ahead.
To, we got to. First, we got to stay. She's getting a quarter.
Yeah.
It's coming out mid-year
Right.
with some other people. But
Yeah.
this is a segment about Celia.
Right.
Let somebody else do it for the other ones. Celia Cruz, often called the Queen of Salsa.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, you want to know how she got that azúcar?
I know how she got that azúcar.
Okay,
I
I'm
know.
gonna say it. You tell me if I'm correct.
Yeah.
She was in a cafe in Miami,
Right.
and they served her coffee, and the guy asked her, "You want sugar?" Because you want azúcar for your coffee, and she goes, "I'm Cuban. We always take sugar in our coffee, azúcar." And she kept saying, "Azúcar, azúcar, azúcar," and people started laughing and everything.
Yeah.
And
It stuck. It
Yeah.
stuck. And it was black coffee. She never
Yes.
drank it with milk.
no, that's
She
how
liked her
Cu-
black coffee.
I love the Cuban cortaditas.
Cortadita.
Oh, my
That's
mother
the one
used to
with a
make it.
twist of
No. That's you make it with milk.
Yeah.
The twist of lemon
Yeah.
is Italian style.
That's delicious. Have you ever
What?
had that?
Of course.
Anybody, people out there, have you had black coffee with azúcar, but a twist of lemon skin in it?
You got
Oh,
you
my
what you do? You
God.
squeeze it and let the oil hit the
Oh,
coffee.
my God,
oh
that's
my
delicious.
God! You taste the bitterness of the coffee, but then you taste the lemon in there. Also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! But anyway, like you said, often
I know we ventured off.
often
some-
called the queen of salsa.
Yeah.
She brought vivacity to the stage performance that filled her music as well as the stage.
Yeah.
She was born in Havana, of course we know that, in
Yeah.
1925, where she began singing, and she started out with Sonora Matancera.
Yeah.
And during the let's say the Cuban uprising, basically the Cuban
Right.
Revolution,
Right.
she and some of the band members broke out and came to New
Broke out,
York,
yep.
or to Miami first,
No,
and then
Mexico.
Right. She came through.
Yeah.
She came through the United States through Mexico
To-
during
yeah.
during a concert tour,
Right.
actually.
Right.
And she came here, and her popularity helped bring salsa into the public eye in a genre that was dominated by men.
Right.
She came in there, and she broke barriers, and she collaborated with Tito Puente, which
Right.
was the most that she collaborated
Right.
with. Johnny Pacheco, the Fania All-Stars, among others, and it helped increase her audience
Right.
and the popularity of Latino music in the United States.
Right.
She was a pioneer for other salseras, like
Yeah.
India, just to name a few, and any Latin singers,
Right.
Latina singers in any genre.
Right.
She basically helped pave the way.
Right.
And in addition, the adoration of the wide fan base, Celia Cruz's achievements, she's been recognized with many honors, including 23 gold albums. 23 gold albums.
That's nice.
3 Grammy Awards, and 4 Latin Grammy Awards.
Yeah.
So she got the Grammy Awards in the mainstream, let's just say,
Yeah.
and then the Latin Grammy Awards,
Yeah.
and then she got a presidential National Medal of Arts.
Right.
On February 15, 2016, she was honored, and in February 15, 2016, she was honored posthumously at the Grammys with a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Right. Right.
And
So
then she also has Celia Cruz High School of Music in the Bronx.
Yep. And she's going to be honored on a quarter.
Exactly.
She's going to be honored on a quarter.
It's going to come out mid-year
Right.
this year.
Right.
And I don't know. It's going to be a limited edition, of course.
I'm
so if
saving
you get one,
mine.
save it.
Save it.
Save
I'm
it.
saving
Of course,
mine.
they're going to sell collectors and stuff like that.
I don't want to collect because
the
I want the
coins.
one that I get from the ATM machine or whatever. The change.
The cambio from the bodega.
Yeah, so I'm going to save that one.
And she's 60 years as a performer. She
Yeah.
collaborated and performed
Yeah.
with many musical legends around the world. She was a true pioneer of Afro-Latinidad,
Right. Right.
focusing on the African elements of her identity,
Right.
music, lyrics, and dress.
Which she embraced.
Absolutely.
She embraced. Interesting thing about Celia Cruz is that a lot of people thought she was a santera.
Yes.
She was a very spiritual woman because she used to, I don't know how she always ran into tambores in Cuba. She would always find herself in the midst of these high priests playing the drums.
But she had the look.
But she had the gift.
Of
also.
course, of course.
And she would go into the spirit. And so they told her, you don't have to do the ceremony of becoming a Yoruba priestess because you were born already with the gift.
Exactly.
She was a palera. She had the ceremony done for that. But I remember this one concert she did. Her outfit's very
Yes.
extravagant. She had a lot of handkerchiefs or pañuelos in different colors. One of the fans says, "Can I get one?" She says, "No, este está bendecido. This is mine." It's like, hey,
Luanda's on. Hey, what's up, Luanda?
Luanda, ¿cómo está?
He goes, also at the end, he goes, focusing on her African elements
Yeah,
and her identity is at a time when it wasn't popular to do so.
yeah,
And in 1974, she was one of a group of artists, including B.B. King, James Brown, The Spinners, Bill Withers, Miriam Makeba, that performed in Kinshasa,
Kinshasa,
in Zaire.
Africa. Yep.
That was part of the Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah, that was the Muhammad Ali fight.
Right, but
Yep.
now if you remember, the fight never happened because Joe Frazier hurt his eye. So they pushed it 6 weeks back, but the concert went on.
The concert went
And
on.
it went, bro, I got a copy at home
Yeah.
on a DVD.
Yeah,
Bro,
I know. She was amazing.
awesome. They tore
Hector
it up.
Lavoe was there.
Everybody tore it.
I think Hector Lavoe threw himself in the audience. They would just like
They
carry.
all, bro, it was nuts. It was nuts.
They were carrying him throughout the audience.
Yeah, so Celia is a legend, and she's going to be idolized forever in a quarter.
Yeah. Hey, God bless her.
Amongst other things.
I'm sorry. I miss that lady. She produced some great music. Her energy on
yes.
stage was amazing. But if you notice, like you said, salsa is a male-dominated genre.
Yes, yes.
The only mainstream salseras to date, no matter how many women out there are putting out salsa music, but they're not being fully recognized, is, of course, Celia, may she rest in peace, La India, and Brenda K. Starr. That's it. Those
That's
three.
right. That's right.
Those three.
That's right.
Will there be another mainstream salsera?
I hope so.
I don't know.
I hope so. I hope
It's
so.
hard.
Because we've had quite a few, but they come and go. They don't stay consistent for
Yeah.
whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
I can't speculate on what it is, but
Yeah.
they just I don't know.
It's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard. You
yeah.
need, you need that special something,
Yeah,
especially with salsa, female and salsa. You need that special something. You just can't. There's so many women right now doing it, but they're all kind of doing the same thing. What are
Yeah.
you doing different that's going to make you stand out?
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, because Melissa Ayala goes as she's asking, wasn't she exiled because she became more famous than Fidel? That was a rumor going around, but not really. She left during the revolution before Castro completely took over,
Yeah.
and they were in a tour in Mexico,
Right.
so they decided to listen. We can't go back.
Right.
We can't go back, so they came here. Now they wanted to bury her in Cuba, and Fidel said no.
No. And
He said, as long as I'm alive or anybody in my family is running this country,
Right.
you will never come back.
right. And when Celia's mother passed away, Celia was not allowed to return
She
to
wasn't
Cuba
allowed.
to attend her mom's services.
Exactly, because if she was allowed to go back, they probably wouldn't let her come
Yeah.
back.
She could only go as far as Guantanamo Bay. That's
Right,
it.
because that's actually U.S. soil.
Yeah, that's it. Pero yeah, so yeah, it is sad, Melissa. It's sad
It
that
is
she
very
couldn't
sad.
return. And ella murió con ese sentimiento.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
pero she made her life.
Well, if
here.
you wanna see her, she's in a mausoleum up at the Woodlawn Cemetery.
I would love to. They open it over the summer for
You know how
her
many
birthday.
famous people are there?
La Lupe is there, right?
Bro, La Lupe, a lot of old artists,
Yeah.
mainstream artists. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Look at the Woodlawn Cemetery, and it'll
Yeah.
tell you a list of all the people that are there, and you can
Right.
go actually do a little tour.
Right.
You can spend a day there and
Yeah,
just check out the mausoleums and the sites.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, anything more on Celia before we move on?
No, that's about it. I mean,
Okay.
she was a great person. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember one time when I used to work with RMM.
Yeah.
She would come into the office, and I told Celia one time, Celia, I never seen you upset. He goes, why should I get upset? That's what I got Pedro for. I said, wow, and it's true.
She always said about her and Pedro that whenever they had a misunderstanding or an argument, whatever, they made sure to fix it before they went to bed together.
Oh, absolutely.
They never went to bed angry at each other.
No. And he was there all the time.
He was there
Anytime
all the-
she was in concert,
He left his ass twice
look
already,
to
right?
the left or look to the right, and you see him.
When they first started dating, she left him twice
I know.
because he was with many different women.
Mujeriego.
Musician.
Yeah.
She left him once. She gave him another chance. He kept cheating on her. She left him again. And then this time he was like, okay, fine.
Yo me quedo, you win.
You win. And she was like, yeah, you better.
Well, that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
And she took really good care of him. And he took good care of her. Luanda says, four train.
Oh, yeah. I used to see you on the 4 train a lot when I
Who?
was working for
Oh.
TA.
Okay. Cabecita de algodón. That's right. Cabecita de algodón. Who else do we have on our list today? Well, let's talk about some facts of life.
All right.
So we were just doing some fun facts research.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. The weather yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we had
Before
the,
we
the,
go on to
the,
that,
the storms in Jersey and stuff.
yeah.
I was the first one to call a tornado in Jersey
Bravo for Johnny.
yesterday. It was a little stronger than what I thought, but
Yeah.
a friend of mine called. He goes, yo, how do you figure this out? And I sent him a picture. I said, that hook echo and that radar was a telltale sign.
Yeah.
So without doing any research, I said, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to call it. And I
Yeah.
called it, and it came out right.
Yeah.
It was either going to be that or, at best, straight line damage winds.
Yeah.
But I knew I knew it had to be a tornado.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some fun facts here.
Okay.
All right. People, you might know this. Some of you might. Some of you might not. I did not know this. Okay. What is the strongest muscle in the body?
The brain.
Nope. The tongue.
Damn.
The tongue
Especially
is
for
the strongest.
Latinos.
The tongue. We have to break it to you that the tongue. Well, no.
The tongue is a muscle?
They're saying it's the muscle. The tongue itself is a muscle, and it contains at least 8 different muscles, which are intertwined by creating a very flexible matrix. But they're denying it now. The strongest muscle in the body is the masseter, which is responsible for lifting up the jaw. So I guess this.
The mandibula.
Yeah.
No, that's a bone, isn't it? The mandibula?
I don't know. But anyway, the
Well, I'm
fun
going to
fact-
stick with the tongue.
Listen, people could take that the wrong way. All right, another.
That'll be on the rated R
another interesting
podcast.
fact.
We'll let Raphael G handle that one.
Yeah, you talk about that in your
He'll
segment.
talk about that.
The strongest
Raw and
muscle.
ready.
With or without the pill.
Yeah. No, get a pump.
All right. Another interesting fact is that the sentence "I am" is the shortest complete sentence in the English language.
How about A?
A what?
A.
I
It-
am is a sentence.
It's a sentence.
How about I'm?
No, that's not a sentence.
That's not.
Yes, Rafi.
The shortest poem ever
Yeah.
was consisting of 2 words and was done by Muhammad Ali.
Which is called what?
All he said was, you, me. That was it.
That was it. You
Dun,
Me
dun.
by Muhammad Ali. The
There you go.
shortest poem by Muhammad Ali. You Me. That's it. And then it was round. It was a
Ding,
KO.
ding, ding. KO.
That was it. Anyway, I am true. To make a sentence in English, it should both include a subject and a predicate. Right. In the sentence, I am, I is subject and am is the predicate and also expresses a complete thought. Boom.
Period.
Period. So another one is another fun one. It's not a fun fact.
You can't
Another-
control your tongue. It's a muscle. Yep, I know that.
You can control your tongue. Yes, you
Lawanda,
can.
be nice. Incate.
It's Ash Wednesday.
That's right. Be nice.
Ash? Did you say ash? Oh, ash. My bad. my bad.
Ash.
Ash.
No, estamos
You know, I heard
aquí.
tongue and then I heard ash.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Listen,
Oh,
I was,
okay.
hey, listen. We were thinking the same thing, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
So another fact is chocolate can kill dogs as
Yes.
it
Oh, I knew
contains
that.
theobromine, which affects their heart and nervous system.
Yes.
Right?
But they make chocolate for dogs.
But it's not real chocolate.
No.
It's what
Fake
is it?
chocolate.
Carbon, something like that.
Yeah, chocolate will kill them.
Yeah, chocolate.
Same thing with antifreeze. Antifreeze will kill them easily. The thing is, they're drawn to it because of the sweet smell.
Antifreeze?
Antifreeze. Be careful whenever you're around antifreeze and a dog. A
Yeah.
dog will lick it because it smells sweet to them and it's
Right.
very inviting,
Right.
and they will lick it.
All right. Another fact.
If you want to get rid of a dog,
Don't do that.
I got you some antifreeze.
Rhythm. The word rhythm is the longest English word without a vowel.
No.
Yes.
Y sometimes a vowel. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
Rhythm? Sometimes why?
Sometimes. This
But
is the
not in this
sometimes.
case.
I just made it a vowel, so
Sometimes.
we just messed it up.
So you messed it up.
Okay. I got one for you. For all of you guys.
Okay.
What is the only song ever to make it to the top 3 that didn't have a bass line?
That didn't have a bass line.
No bass. None whatsoever. Very famous artist. And a very famous song.
Don't worry, be happy.
Nope. It had no instruments.
I know. I mean, he mimicked the bass, but who? What? What song was this?
When Doves Cry by Prince.
That didn't have a bass line.
Didn't have a bass line.
I got to listen to that again.
Yep. I know you're playing it in your head right now. I know it.
I know.
All
I
of
am.
y'all.
I am.
Look at Raphael. Look at it. Smoke's coming out of his ears.
All right. So another one. If you guys like to play cards, each king in a deck of playing cards represents a great king from history. Did you know that?
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. So the clubs represents King Alexander the Great. The spades represents King David.
Okay.
The diamonds represents Julius Caesar. And the hearts represents Charlemagne. Didn't know that.
Now we do.
Now we do. Interesting, right?
Psh.
Yeah, now,
Going
Yes.
half the battle.
now I can get a better job now.
Right.
Better
Okay.
pay. You can make
And
$16 an hour.
What is the one food that never spoils?
The one in my stomach.
Water.
Charles said the one in his stomach.
Water.
Honey. Even water spoils.
Yeah, water.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, water does spoil.
You know, you're right. Honey.
Honey is the one. It crystallizes, but
Yeah.
it never spoils.
And the only one that's not grown. It's basically, they call it a fruit, but it's
No,
made by
Bees.
an animal.
Bees.
Yeah. The only
Yeah.
food source is made by an animal. Usually the food source
No,
is the animal.
Milk. There's milk.
Yeah, but it's got to go through. You can eat honey straight out of the beehive.
Out of a beehive.
Right.
If you drink milk straight from a cow's tit,
then you get bacteria in your
There's a good
stomach.
chance that you're gonna dehydrate yourself and die.
Hey, but people do
Either
it.
that or, and
People
plus
do
they
it.
get better anyway.
All right, so let's move on to some fun facts in music
Okay.
since we're at it. All right.
What this? These are high facts.
Yo.
You only think about this when you're high.
high facts,
Yeah, well,
right?
shit, I haven't been high in
So
years.
did you know that the Beatles, as great as they were, none of them knew how to write or read music?
You know, I heard that somewhere.
Yep.
Well, I read that somewhere.
These are musicians who actually play by ear or memorize by ear.
Well, Orquesta de la Luz.
Orquesta de
They
la
couldn't
Luz.
speak a lick of Spanish.
No.
They learned it from listening to Celia Cruz and Tito Puente.
Yeah. Yeah.
They learned their craft because you know how I knew? When they came to the office, they couldn't speak a lick of Spanish. They couldn't speak English either, but
Interesting.
they couldn't speak a lick of Spanish.
Interesting. The most expensive musical instrument to be sold for $15 million.
It was a violin, wasn't it?
The violin in
Was it a
2011.
Stradivarius?
Yes, it was. It's called Lady Blunt. They called it Lady Blunt,
Smoking.
right? And a single violin is made from over 70 individual pieces of wood. I mean, there's a lot of facts out there, you know.
And the bow is made out of horsehair.
Horsehair.
Or at least it used to be.
Right. There's another one where
White Castle is the
made
best
of-
tasting laxative
made
there
of
is.
horse meat, right? No, there was another one where this artist actually recorded a whole album in space. One of the astronauts.
The whole album?
A Canadian artist. He recorded a whole album.
That shouldn't be too hard.
If I find it. Oh, that's interesting. No, I don't find it right now, but yeah, he recorded a whole album.
So we're just going to say that you're probably making this up.
Oh, no. Oh, here it goes.
Okay. He's not making it
There
up,
it goes.
folks.
No, it was P. Diddy.
No, not P. Diddy. All right, an astronaut released an album with all songs recorded in space. Canadian astronaut named Chris Hadfield released his first album in 2015, which was recorded while he was orbiting space.
Okay.
Interesting.
So what's the
You
sound?
gotta
Nothing.
check- No, it's music. He plays music. He has a music
Does it
video.
carry any weight?
But well,
It's about darkness.
listen, may the force be with you. So, yeah, he became the first Canadian to walk in space, but his cover of David Bowie's Space Oddity also went viral. Hadfield spent 144 days at the International Space Station recording his 11 original songs. And the title of the album is called Space Sessions.
Okay.
And the music video that he did is just captures of the Earth.
Did it take off?
Thank you for tuning in to Latino Rudio. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Singing by moonlight?
Listen, hey, he did it. He did it.
The big blue marble?
Yeah, he. Oh,
Yeah, right.
walk. Anyway, so those are some fun facts.
What else we got? You got a bunch of papers there,
Well,
man.
I mean, I got one other stuff here. Facts of life,
Okay,
basically. I got
facts of
5
life.
right here. 1, don't educate your children to be rich. Educate them to be happy. So when they grow up, they will know to value things, not the price. You agree?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't teach my kids what I ain't got.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's
tell
easy
them-
for us.
Tell them
Yeah.
to work for it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Trabaja.
Okay?
My kids like working. They like their own money.
Number 2, eat your food as your medicines. Otherwise, you have to eat medicines as your food. Ooh, that's deep.
You can take. How about taking medicine with your food?
No, I don't think that was the point. The point is eat healthy so that this way you don't have to become dependent on
I'm a
medication.
healthy eater.
We're not talking about you, Johnny.
Yeah, we could tell you healthy.
All right. The other one, 3rd, the one who loves you will never leave you for another, because even if there is 100 reasons to give up, he or she will find one reason to hold on to you.
I don't know what to say about that one, but
You guys can't hear
Oh,
what's
we're
going
talking
on
about
here, but it's
we're,
funny.
We're talking about a dog, right?
No.
Oh, because a dog is always loyal.
You-
A dog don't care if you're
Dogs-
ugly, if you're
dogs
rich
are
or
loyal.
poor or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I like it when women say men are dogs. They're not paying attention.
Yep.
We're the most loyal things in the world if you treat it right. Most
That's
loyal
deep.
animal to mankind. Call us dogs.
Yeah,
Woof.
for that 1 hour.
Ralph, weren't you the one that says that there's three types of dogs?
Raphael.
Raphael. 3 types of men. Dogs that are trained, dogs that are street dogs, and there was a third one that you said. I don't remember, but I remember you always, when I heard you say that, se me quedó en la mente. I was like, look
It
at that.
apparently
a
left your mind because you can't remember.
trained dog, a trained dog.
Viejo. You
Mira
old,
para allá.
bro. You old. You old.
Yeah,
There
one
you-
that's
there you
loyal,
go.
one that's trained, and one that's scared. Yep. Which one are you?
And they all 3 will be unloyal as soon as you walk out that door.
I'm scared to be trained loyally.
Okay. Number 4, there is a big difference between a human being and being human. Only
True.
a few really understand this.
No. Listen, no. You could tell the difference by the way you even said it.
Yeah, listen.
You can tell the difference.
Even
That's just like anybody could be a father. Takes a man to be a dad.
bingo,
If people don't understand that, then there's big
Bingo.
problems.
bingo. The last one. You are loved when you are born. You will be loved when you die. In between, you got to figure it out yourself.
Exactly. But didn't God make it that way? He'll bring you in and take you out, but whatever you do in between is up to you.
It's up to you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another tidbit that a friend of mine told me:
Mhm.
work to live, don't live to work.
Work to live, don't live to work. Work to live, right.
Yep.
I'll explain it to you later.
Go ahead. Wait, come here. Give him a mic.
Come over here. Come over here. Hi guys. This is Raphael G. He's coming up next.
Here's 2 because these guys are like family to me, so I'm gonna give them 2 free ones. The next one I'm gonna charge for.
All right.
Okay, live your life one day at a time, because the day you're born is the day you start to die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, someone told me that, and I say that to people just to creep them out. And they don't understand the meaning of it.
No, they don't
The
understand.
last one, it touches me a lot. A mother will take care of 4 children, but which one of those children will take care of their mother?
Exactly. Exactly.
7
Yes,
o'clock.
sir.
My show comes on next.
Exactly. No, you're right
Yeah.
about that. You're
Yeah.
right about that.
Yeah, I think you and I have both been there 100% for our moms.
Absolutely. Even when
You know.
even when she moved to Florida, but then Nelson was there more
Yeah.
because he was able to communicate with her
Yeah.
easier because
Yeah.
it's hard for me to talk while I'm on the tracks trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
dodge
yeah.
trains.
Yeah.
But he was there more, but mom is always in the heart. And
Yeah.
She's looking down on me now.
I've always taken care of mom, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at my brother who's married, living in the Bronx. I was like, bro, it's your turn. Get that house with an in-law suite. Don't
That's-
play
no, no.
games.
You dial his number. He goes, the number you have reached is
Right.
no longer in service.
He knows I'm not playing. I've already had this discussion with him.
Nah, just take mom with you to Florida.
Okay, Yolanda says, you drink milk from a cow, you become a baby cow.
Moo. La vaca.
La vaca.
Moo. Hood rat dogs with claws.
With the claws.
I don't know whatever that means.
Right.
Pero. Wolf.
All right, how are we doing with time? So,
We
anyway.
got a couple minutes to kill.
We got a couple of minutes to go. I had something I wanted to say. Se me escapó.
You old.
I was just going to say that.
He's talking about old.
Embrace it. Me, I'm at that point where, I forgot. If I remember, I'll text you.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
But we just live.
Live. So here's another one,
Live what you
Ralph,
can
Johnny.
Do what you can do. Ed.
Here they say, if you just want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together. And that's from an anonymous writer.
That's why, because it makes absolutely no freaking sense.
I get it.
I know.
I
Just want to make it funny.
Or you can use a quote from that movie, Hard to Kill. Everybody wants to
Heaven, but no one wants to die.
Exactly. You ain't lying about that.
Everybody
You ain't
wants
lying
to go
about
to
that.
heaven, but nobody wants to die. Do you think there's an afterlife? You believe in that?
I'll let you know.
when,
You're gonna come back at Hondas?
when I'll let you know after.
No, you ever thought about when you die? It's like that's it. No more of you. How are people gonna react? How is life gonna go on? But you'll never know.
That's another show.
That's weird. Isn't
and
it?
that's the fear.
That's deep.
That's the
deep.
Yeah.
fear that a lot of people
Because
have.
a lot of people think, how would my funeral turn out? How many people would show up? Would people descarado who didn't really even reach
Oh,
out
you
to
know
you
what's
while
gonna
you were
happen.
alive
You know
show
what's gonna
up?
happen.
But you know they're having I don't know what they call it, but they do their funeral.
Yeah.
People are doing their funeral before they die to see how you act. They are not gonna act like that when you really die.
Yeah.
Please,
Hell no.
stop wasting your money on these fake ass
So
funerals.
you know what they're
I'm
doing
gonna
now.
go to your real one.
You know what they're doing
I'm gonna
now.
fake my death to see how y'all act.
in the Caribbean, they're propping up the bodies as if they were still alive. It's a traditional thing. In Puerto Rico, they put a guy, his corpse on a motorcycle, on his favorite motorcycle, and that was his casket.
Yeah, I seen one in
Well,
the
I can see
sala.
that. I can see that.
You know, creepy.
No, but you let people know before you go in there. You let them know. Listen, this is not your traditional laying in the coffin and stuff like that. He's gonna be sitting on his motorcycle.
Right.
He'll
Yeah,
look
they
alive,
have
but
one
he's
sitting
not.
in his sala.
In
I'm
the
like,
sala. Yeah.
yeah.
There,
What?
there was one that's a reggaetonero that was, I think he was shot. They stood him up with his cap, his jersey, his fancy sneakers in a corner with the flowers.
Oh well, mine.
wow.
You're gonna have me sitting in the toilet. Sitting in the toilet.
See?
That's what I do my best thinking. But you know, when I was younger,
Yeah.
I was always afraid to die.
We all get to that
But
point
you know, I
sometimes.
had no fun. When I got over it, because I know I'm gonna die, and the thing is, I won't even know when I do.
Yeah, you won't know.
Bro, deja la jodienda and live. And that day on, bro, whether it's a boring day or I didn't do jack or anything, I live. I'm living.
That's
I'm
what.
not gonna let my life let myself be run by the thought of me being afraid of dying.
Right.
Not saying that I'm gonna go out there and pick a fight with someone to get killed or go out and kill myself or anything, but if it happens, I'm not gonna know it happened.
That's in. I gotta remember which Buddha book. I think it's the first one or the second.
Yeah.
Buddha says, "Why are you worrying about something that you're not even gonna know it happens?"
Exactly.
Right.
And you can't
Which
control it
is
because it's
death.
gonna happen.
It's gonna
You know, death.
happened.
You could be sleeping and die. You've been
Exactly.
worrying about it all this time and losing life.
And boom.
And then all of a sudden you're like, "What the hell? What happened to me?"
You didn't live.
Yeah, but for my original conversation in this is that I would always want to believe that there is an afterlife because I would like to reunite with my family that passed away, my grandfather, my DDs, all those people.
But how do you know you're going up there?
Oh, I'm going up there. I'm not going to join you downstairs.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here.
You're in limbo?
Limbo.
Listen,
Right with him. You ain't going nowhere.
I want to die having sex so I can come and go at the same time.
Oh, boom, boom. With that said, this is El Latino Rudio, mi gente. I'm Javier Luis.
Good night. I hope we're on next week.
Promote the show Friday.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
My man's going to be on a show somewhere in New York.
A comedy club on 72nd Street, is it?
Oh, that's
Robert?
right. In
No, this Friday, LDM Network.
Oh, the
all right, the LDM comedy show this Friday.
He's headlining.
Raphael G
yes.
headlining.
At the
Yes.
LDM comedy show this Friday. People tune in. Check out the LDM Network page. He's on it. Get your tickets. And 2 free tickets. Watch it
Watch
right
tonight.
now.
Watch tonight. He's
In a
coming on
couple
right
of
after
minutes.
this.
He's giving away 2 free tickets, so
Two
you don't
free
want to
tickets.
miss it.
And I've shared it. Check it out on my page. Go on the Latino Ruido page. I've shared it on that. The LDM Network page. He's all over the place. And I'm doing it for free.
Vite. Anyway, mi gente. This is Latino Ruido. We'll see you still next week. Well, actually, next week, yeah.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
bye.
Usually next week.
Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra.